Hello everybody, this is GamerGar and welcome back to another video of Stardew Valley. In this video we are going to cover two very good ways in which you can farm lots of radioactive ore. The first thing you have to do is you have to unlock the hardened version of the mines. So you just got to go into Key's Walnut room here and you'll get a quest. It's called Danger in the Deep. Now I couldn't actually get the quest pop up in this video, but this is the console that you go to actually get the quest. The quests reset every couple of days. You get some nice diamonds for completing those quests as well. The next thing you want to do is prepare for the hardened version of the cave. Now it is home to lovely radioactive ore, but it also has enemies that are quite tough. They can hit very hard, but using these methods hopefully you won't have to fight too many enemies. So what I'm doing here now is I'm just going to get myself a magic rock candy because today is Thursday. So you want to be going into this cave or the mines with as much luck as possible, because the higher your luck stat, the more radioactive ore you are going to find. Also, it's worth noting that the lower down you go in the hardened version of the mines, the more odds you have of finding radioactive ore. So I'm just going to buy some energy tonics here. Now they do cost 1,000 gold a pop, but if you have an end game farm like this, 1,000 gold is absolutely nothing. Energy tonics are magnificent for restoring health and energy. They will top you right up. So now we're going to talk about armor. So we have three types of boots here. We've got Cinder Clown shoes, 6 defense, 5 immunity. You can get those from the dwarf in the volcano cave. Once you get about halfway through the gauntlet, you'll come across a dwarf and he can sell you those for the 100 cinder shards. It's definitely worth 100 cinder shards. You have mermaid boots. You can pull these out of the chests inside the volcano cave. So the mermaid boots give a lot of immunity, a little bit less defense, but plus 8 immunity is very nice. And last but certainly not least, you have the dragon skill boots, plus 7 defense. That's the greatest defense you're going to get in the game for shoe armors. And you can get those out of a chest in the volcano cave as well. We're going to use the mermaid boots for this video because there's an awful lot of monsters in the hardened versions of the mines that can give you quite a lot of nasty debuffs. In terms of rings, what I recommend here is the lucky ring and the slime charmer ring combination. That way you have increased luck and you don't have to worry about the slimes. It's one less enemy to worry about. For the second ring combination, I'm going to go with the lucky ring and the crab shell ring for that plus 5 defense. It's just to have it as an extra security blanket. Now you can always swap out the crab shell ring for anything else. I just use it because of the plus 5 defense is huge. I'm also going to get some staircases, so if you watch my previous videos, you'll definitely know the importance of having a shed filled up to the top with crystallariums that generate jades, because we can swap those jades in every Sunday for staircases at the Desert Trader. So I'm just going to go up to my chest here now. It's filled up to the top with lovely goodies that I use to go into the mines within the Skull Cavern. As we can see, I don't need to swap jades in this video. I already have tons of staircases, from trading jades into the Desert Trader. So I'll just bring those staircases with me. So I've got my pickaxe, I've got my lovely infinity gravel, which is, in my opinion, one of the strongest weapons in the game. It'll make very short work of enemies. I've got my energy tonics, I've got my staircases. I also have my magic rock candies, and I have my ginger ales made with key seasoning. So the ginger ale will actually give me 2 luck when I drink it. So obviously you can stack the ginger ale with a food buff. So we can stack the magic rock candy on top of the ginger ale. Combine that with a super lucky day and the 2 lucky rings, you have maximum luck. I don't think you can get any more luck than that in this game. So for the first method, we are going to go down to the bottom floor there, 110. And we're going to go from 110 to 115, and then we're going to go back up. Now you cannot get a radioactive ore on a floor with an elevator. So the reason why we start at floor 110 is because you can literally go straight down to floor 111 and you can find some radioactive ore. So I just found 2 nodes there. So for the sake of time, instead of minding open the nodes, I'm just going to plonk down a staircase, go into the next level. If I see enemies, I'll deal with them, but I won't go out of my way to destroy the enemies, because what we're after is radioactive ore, and we want to maximize all our days. So we want to get as much radioactive ore as possible. So as you can see, the enemies down here, they drop quite a lot of items. Enemies in this cave can also drop galaxy souls, and you need those to upgrade your galaxy tier weapons to infinity tier weapons. So in terms of skills, I have a maxed out mining skill, but I use the extra ore per vein just to increase the odds of myself getting lots of radioactive ore every time I find a vein. So as we can see here, we get a few kind of deposits in each floor. I don't think I've ever got more than 3 deposits in a floor, to be honest with you. It's not like Skull Cavern where, the more floors you go down, it's going to increase exponentially. It doesn't really work like that in this cave. You can also get radioactive ore in the hardened version of the Skull Cavern, but it's much easier to come here and farm it. So once I get down to 415, I'm just going to go back up, and it's basically rinse and repeat. So when I do this is the first method, and I'm going to do this for the whole day just to show you how much radioactive ore I can get by doing this for one full day. So you might ask yourself, why would you want to farm radioactive ore? There's loads of reasons. You can make some of the best, most convenient items in the game with radioactive ore, and we'll go through a list later on. But you can also sell it for extraordinary amounts of money, especially if you have the blacksmith perk, so you get 50% more on selling the bars. But basically, you can make all of the endgame items with radioactive ore, with radioactive bars. You can make some very potent items indeed. So I just passed out there, it's 2 o'clock, and the reason why I passed out is because I want to show you, because many people are terrified of passing out in the mines. The worst thing that can happen to you when you pass out is that you'll be fined up to 1,000 gold. That's it. So I got lots of radioactive ore from that method. 185 or 186. That's a lot of radioactive ore from one day. I'm going to sleep. We're going to bring it into the next day, which is now, it's the 13th. I got another super lucky day. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go straight back down into the mines, and I'm going to show you the second method that you can use to farm radioactive ore. Now this method is a lot safer than the first method, but it can be extremely boring. And all you do, with all the luck buffs, is you literally go down the ladder once you get into the mines, into the very first floor, and you rinse and repeat. Now, sometimes you will get nothing when you come down here, and that could happen 3, 5, 10 times in a row. Other times you can come down into the first level, you can get 3 nodes like this. That is rare, but you can get it. This is a much, much safer way to farm radioactive ore if you don't have a great combat ability. I got 147 radioactive ore using that method. So the first method I found was better in terms of getting ore, but it was more dangerous. But I suppose I got more items also from the first method. I got 2 galaxy souls. There was a lot more variety of enemies, so you're going to get more stuff. But if you just want to farm radioactive ore, you want to be safe about it, use the second method. If you want to farm radioactive ore but get other items along the way, use the first method. So obviously you can smelt these into radioactive bars, and it's primarily used to make recipes you can purchase from Key in his secret walnut room. So I'm just going to smelt loads of it here now. So that is basically the guide on radioactive ore. I will be bringing out a video very soon to show you all of the endgame items you can get from Key's walnut room and the items you can make using radioactive bars. So stay tuned for that video. So I am going to leave the video there. I hope you enjoyed it. As per usual, I will upload the next Stardew Valley video in the next day or two, so stay tuned for that. And as always, I hope you have a great day. Bye for now. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell to be notified for my future videos. And as always, have a great day.